Hey guys, and welcome back to the Peteytown Piranhas, a college football 26 team builder dynasty. In this episode, we're going to be getting into the postseason for the Piranhas, as we should be in a playoff spot somewhere. We'll see how the seeding works out after the conference championship week, but right now I'm in the week before that, just for little continuity purposes so things don't get lost in translation in between episodes. So I'll be advancing and we'll see where we stack up as far as the recruiting with the early national signing day, and then we'll advance past that and see where we're at for the playoff. Heading into that conference championship week, we have signed cornerback Kareem Lord, which is big because we do need some depth at the cornerback position. And we also got strong safety Donnie Haynes to join the team. For Jalen Jackson, we had him with a sway because we wanted this hard sell over this one, and that was successful, so we're going to just take these off and add the 10 points on and the hard sell for him with the new sway, and we are going to get him on the maximum thing we can. Unfortunately, we did lose right edge John Steiner, who we were trying to come back from, but Notre Dame ended up taking him. Moving past the conference championships, we have our kicker of the future with Josh Grudadaria. And we also have quarterback Vi Moala, so he's just going to be a little depth piece for us. But he also has a gem, so it'll be interesting to see what kind of dev trait he has. And just to note what happened in the conference championship for the SEC, Georgia absolutely wiped Texas off the face of the earth with a dominant performance. Your Heisman Trophy winner this season is Clemson quarterback Amani Onwenu. Benjamin Levine is the latest Peteytown Piranha to win the Bronco Nagurski Trophy. And to absolutely nobody's surprise, Alex Payne won the John Mackey Award. In the first round of the playoff, we will be hosting 11 seed Ole Miss, as we will have the 6 seed. We've reached early national signing day, so it's time to take a look at the dev traits for our recruits we've signed. And Dante Latimer has an elite dev, so love to see that. Going down to Trent Chick, he's also an elite dev, so off to a great start so far. Quarterback Lee O'Haleti, also elite dev. Oh my goodness, 3 elites in a row is amazing. And then you go to free safety Ben Hemphill, he's impact, so at least he's got some kind of dev trait. Then Harvey Talbot, Mike linebacker, as star dev, so we love that. Then left tackle Sergio Collinet, normal dev, so first normal guy so far. Will linebacker Corbin McNulty, also normal, so a little normal streak. Malcolm Incoom, another normal dev. Come on, let's see some more. BJ Hart, he has impact. All right, now we're back on track. Kareem Lord, the cornerback, also normal dev, so he started off very well, started firing, but now we're starting to get into the weeds a little bit. And strong safety Donnie Haynes has impact. And our kicker, Josh Grudadaria, has impact, so that's good for a kicker. And then quarterback Vi Moala, he's an elite dev. Oh my goodness. 3-star gem guy Vi Moala is an elite dev. So, unfortunately, Lee O'Haleti's also elite dev, but to have 2 of them on the roster now is just absolutely amazing. You also got our starting guy, Byron Talib, so just really filling out the quarterback with just a lot of great talent. Here's how the college football playoff bracket is looking for this season. The number 1 seed is USC, then Clemson's at number 2, and Georgia's number 3, and Texas is number 4 to get the top 4 seeds. And then you got Tulsa going against Baylor, Penn State and Tennessee. We're facing off against Ole Miss, and Miami and Arizona State will have a battle. And if we can manage to win this game, we'd have a rematch with Georgia, but first we got to get through Ole Miss to get there. The Piranha Tank will play host to Ole Miss in this first round playoff game. They come in with their 89 overall and 9-3 record and number 11 seed, and we dropped a little bit in overall thanks to tactician boost and I guess other things from CFB 26, but we got our 6th seed to protect and our home field to protect as well. By way of team comparison, we convert on 3rd down a little better while they outgain us, and then we pass the ball more, so interesting to see how this matchup will play out. Ole Miss going with an RPO to start this one, and they are around the edge as we try to crash in on there. After getting that first down, Ole Miss is on 3rd down and 6. And they are going to drop back. We send a blitz here, and it doesn't get home. He's going to throw it deep, but we knock it away and knock it right into the hands of Zach McGarrigle, who gets the interception. Maurice Joy on the coverage knocks it away. Zach McGarrigle in the right place at the right time to pick it off. After that interception from Zach McGarrigle, the Piranhas are on a 3rd down and 2. And Byron Talib doesn't have to drop back. He just stands in the pocket and fires to Nick Marlar. On Ole Miss's side of the 50, we're on a 3rd down and 4. Byron Talib is going to drop back and throw it over the middle, and it's going to be caught in the window there by Alex Payne. Talib throws a rifle over to John McKillop, who breaks the tackle, and nobody's in front of him. And John McKillop is going to put us on the board first in this first-round playoff game. Nice individual effort from him, just bouncing off a guy and taking it all the way to put us up 7-0. Ole Miss going with a run, and they are going to get to the first down marker. Another handoff for Ole Miss, and he fits through the gap there, and Maurice Joy has to save an even bigger play. Ole Miss trying a deep ball, and it's going to be intercepted again by the Piranhas. Cedric Stranad on the coverage, and he's going to get it all the way back near midfield. Just looks like he had maybe a step to use, but Cedric Stranad deleted that step and just made it a nice interception. And it's going to be Theo Storm up the middle, and he's going to do a little juke, and he's going to get it all the way to their 36-yard line. Theo Storm navigating his way through, and he's going to get into the end zone, but this one is probably going to come back as the Piranhas have committed holding, so hold the phone on that one as we have a disappointing result there with the penalty. 3rd down and 16 for the Peteytown Piranhas. Byron Talib is going to send Elijah in motion. Dropping back, they send a blitz. Byron Talib floating it to the outside, and it's going to be caught by John McKillop, and it's going to be 4th and inches, but Petey Previtz decides that we're just going to get the points out of this drive, sending Manuel Amador out there, and he is going to put it up, and it goes through, so great effort by John McKillop on that contested catch, but Petey Previtz is playing it safe, and we're going to go up 10-0. Play action. Ole Miss over the middle, and it's going to be intercepted again. This time it's Benjamin Levine getting it, and he's returning it inside to their 14-yard line. Just this quarterback for Ole Miss is having all sorts of trouble seeing the open guys right now, and that one he kind of just forced as Benjamin Levine was sitting right where he needed to be, and the Peteytown Piranhas have a golden opportunity now. Incompletion on 1st down has us on a 2nd down and 10 from the 14-yard line. Byron Talib all by himself back there, throwing the drag over to Alex Payne. He's going to make the catch, get around their defender, and Alex Payne is in the end zone for our 2nd touchdown of the game. Math is hard, I guess, but it's going to be 17-0 for the Peteytown Piranhas. Throwing a bubble screen here, and he's going to get the blocking on the edge and get the 1st down. So after the 1st down on their first play, it's 3rd down and 10 for Ole Miss. 4-man rush. He's going to try a deep ball, and it's going to be intercepted again for the Peteytown Piranhas. Zach McGarrigle with his 2nd of the day. He's going to return it all the way to the 23-yard line. This is just unbelievable, suffocating pass defense from the Peteytown Piranhas in this one. 4 interceptions in the first quarter. Byron Talib throwing the pop pass for Alex Payne. He jukes around him, and he is going to get into the end zone again. The Peteytown Piranhas, just unbelievable start to this game right now. 4 interceptions leading to scores by our offense, and Alex Payne getting in there for the 2nd time today. Back to pass, and he is going to get run down and get sacked by Emmanuel Darkwa. Just unbelievable pressure there. Nice running him down by Emmanuel Darkwa. Going to put him on a 2nd down and very long. Starting the 2nd quarter, it's 3rd down and 13. Ole Miss trying to get something going. They're going to drop back again. He's going to try a deep ball, and it is going to be caught by their man. Cedric Stranad was there. He had his hands up for that ball, but somehow it found his receiver's hands, and Ole Miss has some life now at the 40-yard line. Ole Miss trying to float a deep ball out there, knocked around, but oh my God, it's intercepted again. Cedric Stranad, after getting a little burned on that last big play they had, this time he's there to secure another interception for him on the day, and that one was again another tip pass into an interception, and the Peteytown Piranhas have their astounding 5th interception already. Theo Storm going to get this one and get around the edge, and Theo Storm has some room to work with, and he's going to get around that man too, and nobody's going to be catching Theo Storm as he has a long touchdown run there. I think it was about 87 yards, 85, 87 yards or so. But Theo Storm with a just absolute exclamation point of a run as we're going to go up 31-0. So this time the defense doesn't end the possession with a turnover, but they do get a 3-and-out on Ole Miss, so our offense is taken over. And we are going to throw the quick slant off the RPO, and that's going to be a nice one to Andre Dimukeji. Byron Talib handing off to Theo Storm. He gets the push he needs to move the sticks. Couple incompletions lead to 3rd down and 10 for the Piranhas from the 25-yard line. Byron Talib going to drop back, and there's a blitz coming, but he throws it out there, and it's going to be caught by our man. Looks like a guy deep on the depth chart. Couldn't tell who it was. Byron throwing one. Alex Payne is open on the crossing pattern that we like down here, and Alex Payne has his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, and it's going to just continue the dominance as we're up 38-0 on Ole Miss. After our latest touchdown, Ole Miss is on 3rd and 3, empty formation. We send the blitz, and it's going to be caught off the slant. To the outside, he's got nowhere to go. Andre Okoye with the first hit and then cleaned up by Benjamin Levine. 3rd down and 13 for Ole Miss. Empty formation, dropping back, and he's going to step up and deliver one, but it is intercepted. He tried to float it over our defense, but just short-armed it a little bit there, and that's going to be yet another interception for the Peteytown Piranhas. I'll have to check the name here. I haven't seen him out there, I don't believe, but just a tremendous play by whoever this is, and we'll see in a second. It is Bruce Tolbert. He's a freshman, I believe, but he's just a very exciting player for us. He's got a great development trait, and he makes the interception for us there. Byron Talib throwing the pop pass. He just floats it over to Alex Payne, and Ole Miss just had nobody there ready for Alex Payne, and he makes him pay with another touchdown of his, and the Peteytown Piranhas are going to go up 45-0, and it's not even the first half's not even over yet. Our defense is able to get a stop again on Ole Miss, and we're starting here with a bubble out to our man to get it 9 yards. Byron Talib throwing this one short. Nick Marler makes the catch, but the time is going to run out on the first half. And from this point, being what the score is, I'll just show some highlights from the starters going forward, but I anticipate putting the backups in pretty soon, and we'll let this one ride out, and I'll see you guys at the end. Oh, that's going to be intercepted by Byron Talib. He was trying to hit the pop pass, but Alex Payne just got his progress stopped, and Ole Miss is going to make that interception. Ole Miss having to settle for a field goal after getting that interception, and he is going to put up the kick, and it is going to be through, so Ole Miss will not be shut out in this one, but it's still a large mountain to try to overcome. And we're going to throw the bubble over to the side there, and it's going to be an easy walk-in touchdown for our receiver, and we are going to take a 52-3 lead over the Ole Miss Rebels. All thanks to this guy, Nick Rabe. So the Peteytown Piranhas get their completely dominant 52-6 win over Ole Miss to begin their playoff run. And just incredible effort by the defense with all those turnovers, and nice job by the offense finishing off drives after those turnovers. Just great job by the Piranhas today. Alex Payne continues his record-breaking ways as he has set the Peteytown single-season receiving touchdowns record. And if that wasn't enough for Alex Payne, he set the Peteytown single-season receptions record. For these numbers against Ole Miss, we had 480 yards to their 232, while we ran for 163 yards and a touchdown to their 60. Passing, we had 317 yards to their 172, while they were 2 of 12 on third down, and we were 6 of 11. Just an astounding day for turnovers by our defense, as we totaled 7, while we turned it over once, and I got to imagine, I can't remember off the top of my head, but I got to imagine 7 is the most we've ever had on defense. Byron Talib with a great day today. He had 311 yards, 6 touchdowns, and 1 interception on what kind of looked like a fluky one, trying to hit Alex Payne on one of those pop passes. Just kind of sailed on him after Alex Payne was tied up, so don't really blame Byron for that one. And he wasn't sacked today. Theo Storm did not need many carries to make a big impact in this one, as he had 9 carries, 136 yards, and a touchdown, and that big touchdown run was 85 yards. Alex Payne with a huge day, as he had 7 catches, 107 yards, and 4 touchdowns, while John McKillop had 2 for 48 and a touchdown. That got us going in this game. And Nick Rabe with 2 for 41 and a touchdown. Maurice Joy ended up leading us in tackles with 9. Emmanuel Darkwa had the only sack in the ball game for the Piranhas. This was where the real excitement was in this game, as Zach McGarrigle, Cedric Stranad, and Bruce Tolbert each got 2 interceptions, with Bruce getting one while playing with the backups, and Benjamin Levine got one as well. And Manuel Amador hit his only field goal for 43 yards. After that defensive performance, Cedric Stranad was recognized as having the best one in the country. After the first round, here's how things worked out. Tulsa beat Baylor, so they will take on Texas. Penn State defeated Tennessee, so they'll be taking on USC. And of course, we beat Ole Miss, so that'll mean we'll play Georgia. And then Miami took down Arizona State, so they'll be facing off with Clemson. Unfortunate injury news heading into our game with Georgia. We'll be without Nick Marler at receiver with a broken thumb, and with the length of that injury, he'll be out for the rest of the postseason, so we'll miss him, but I have faith in our guys to fill in for him. It's time for a rematch with Georgia, and this time it'll be in the playoff, but unlike last time we faced them in the playoff, it won't be at Sanford Stadium. It'll be a neutral site game, so looking forward to this challenge against them. Little comparison, pretty similar on third down. They outgain us like teams usually do, and they even pass a little bit more than us. On our first possession, we're already on a 3rd down and 7. They're going to send the blitz. Byron Talib throws confidently to Dwayne Mentor, and he's going to get a nice chunk. Talib to Elijah Addison, who makes a cut and a broken tackle to get 9 yards. And we're going to throw the pop pass to Alex Payne, and he's going to get it to the 26-yard line. Just outside Georgia's red zone, we're on a 3rd down and 6. Byron Talib is going to drop back, and he's going to throw to the side, and Alex Payne is there to make the sideline catch. Up the middle, Elijah Addison makes a nice spin move to get him some extra yards, and he's going to be marked down at the 1. 1st down and goal, both teams in their heavy personnel. Byron Talib handing off to Elijah, and Elijah's going to run through a guy and just lower that shoulder to get into the end zone. And the Peteytown Piranhas are up 7-0 after their first drive. Handing this one off, and Andre Bullitt just gets into the backfield and brings him down for a 5-yard loss. 3rd down and 8 for Georgia, sending their man in motion. Dropping back, and he's going to throw one, and it's going to be intercepted. Emmanuel Darkwa reaching back behind him to get that interception. We brought a little pressure in that got the quarterback a little frazzled, and he tried to throw a dart to his man, but Emmanuel Darkwa is just showing some athleticism on that interception, and we're already at the edge of their red zone. After the Emmanuel Darkwa interception, it's 3rd down and 6 for the Peteytown Piranhas, and Byron is going to drop back and throw one to the end zone, and it is going to be a flag. I don't know if he caught that or not, but it's not really going to matter, as Georgia is going to be flagged for pass interference. So we're going to move forward and start with a fresh set of downs. Penalty moves it to the 1-yard line for the Piranhas. Heavy formations here again. And it's going to be handed off to Elijah Addison, and he just gets past that wave of just a lot of guys there. And Elijah Addison's got his second touchdown of the game, and the Peteytown Piranhas are going to go up 14-0, courtesy of that Emmanuel Darkwa interception. Another throw, it's going to be short under our zones, and he's got that easily. 3rd down and 4 for Georgia. Got 5 guys on the line here. They send a man in motion. We send 4. It's going to be the screen, and we are all over that one. Great coverage there by the Piranhas. Throwing the RPO out to Alex Payne. Nobody followed him, and he's going to break a tackle, but eventually they converge to bring him down. Near midfield, it's 3rd down and 4 for the Piranhas. Byron Talib going to drop back, throw a strike, and it's going to be Dwayne Mentor who got himself free, and he's going to get it to the 29. Byron dropping back again, throws it to Alex Payne, who's got a little crossing pattern, and he's got 9 yards. Starting the second quarter, it's a 2nd down and 1 just outside their red zone. Going to send John McKillop in motion and throw it quickly over to Alex Payne, and he's got plenty of space. Byron Talib finding Alex Payne again, and he's going to roll his way for the 1st down. From the 3, a fresh set of downs for the Peteytown Piranhas. And we're going to find Dwayne Mentor wide open over on that side, and he's going to walk into the end zone. And the Peteytown Piranhas are up 21-0. Georgia looking for something, and they're going to find Andre Bullitt all over their quarterback as he just had too much time back there, and Andre Bullitt made him pay. Over the middle, it's going to be intercepted again. It's Emmanuel Darkwa again making the interception. That'll be 2 on the day for him, and it sets us up beautifully once again just outside their red zone. Byron looking for something. He's going to find Elijah Addison over the middle, who hangs on for 9. Byron Talib throwing a Theo Storm on a little angle route, and that's going to get us inside their 10. Talib throwing quickly to Alex Payne, and they just catch him before he can get into the end zone. 3rd down and goal for the Piranhas, 2-yard line. Byron Talib looking for something. He's going to throw a slant that went to the other side of the field, and it's going to be caught by Dwayne Mentor. A lot of guys in the back of that end zone, but Dwayne is able to keep focus and hang on to that ball, and the Peteytown Piranhas are going to go up 4 scores as it's 28-0. Trying to counter run here, and he's got some space to work with as they block that well. Handing it off, Georgia, he's going to break the tackle, and that's going to be 2 1st downs on 2 runs. After 2 straight runs for 2 1st downs, it's 3rd down and 7 for Georgia. Empty backfield, and he is going to dance around in the pocket. He's going to take off, and he is going to get a lot here as he's running, and he's going to get to the 29-yard line. Just little fancy footwork from their quarterback on that one. 3rd down and 11 from Georgia. They really need something on this drive. He's going to throw one, and it is going to be intercepted again by Emmanuel Darkwa. They looked like they had a mismatch out there, but it was their tight end, so maybe a bit of a similar speed situation. But either way, whatever happened there, Emmanuel Darkwa was there again for his 3rd interception of the game. After the Emmanuel Darkwa interception, our offense couldn't take advantage, but then both offenses couldn't do anything at the end of the half, and we're out here for our first possession of the second half as Georgia failed on their first, and we're getting a big gain to Alex Payne. So a legal motion penalty puts us on a 3rd down and 8. Byron Talib looking for something, and he is going to get hit before he can find a man. Emmanuel Amador coming out for a 51-yard field goal attempt, and he is going to put this one up, and it is good. So the Peteytown Piranhas are going to go up 31-0 on the Georgia Bulldogs. After our field goal, we get Georgia on a 3-and-out, so our offense is back on the field here. Byron Talib is going to throw the flat to Alex Payne off the RPO for 5. Theo Storm going to just cut up the middle, and he's going to have enough for the 1st down. Theo Storm up the middle's got the blocking, and then he just runs around a guy to get it almost to the 30-yard line. Theo Storm just going to accelerate out of there and use a juke to get him to the first down. Just outside Georgia's red zone, Byron Talib. He has gonna drop back, throwing it, and it's going to be caught by Alex Payne. What an impressive throw from Byron under pressure, and an impressive catch by Alex Payne. 2nd down and 2 for the Piranhas, 2-yard line, and it's going to be out to Trevor Rotto, and he makes the catch over his shoulder, and he's going to get into the end zone for the Peteytown Piranhas as we go up 38-0 on Georgia. So not much else to show in this one as the backups added another touchdown, but the Peteytown Piranhas finish off the 45-0 dominant win over Georgia. Very excited to get a shutout in a playoff game. Just incredible effort by our defense and our offense doing their thing as well. Can't really ask much more from the Peteytown Piranhas in this one. Even more history for Alex Payne as he's now set the Peteytown single-season receiving yards record. So the Peteytown Piranhas beat the Georgia Bulldogs with 359 yards to their 190 and 100 rushing yards and 2 scores to their 60 rushing yards. Passing, we had 259 yards to their 130 while they were 5 of 14 on 3rd down and we were 5 for 9. And we kept it clean on offense while Georgia had 4 turnovers. Nice day from Byron Talib as he had 241 yards, 3 touchdowns, and no picks, and he was not sacked at all. And Joshua Bobo even came in and got a touchdown pass. Theo Storm led us with 8 carries and 50 yards, while Elijah Addison punched in those 2 goal line TDs. Alex Payne was a leader in the receiving game yet again as he had 13 catches, 124 yards, while Dwayne Mentor had 7 for 64 and 2 touchdowns, and Trevor Rotto even got 3 catches, 20 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Enrique Moultrie led us with 7 tackles on the game. Only 1 sack again this game as Andre Bullitt is the one who got it. And Emmanuel Darkwa just all over the field today making plays with 3 interceptions, and he also had 3 TFLs. Manuel Amador hit his only field goal of the day with a 51-yarder. So here's how we got to the semifinal. Texas took down Tulsa, while Penn State was able to outlast USC in a close matchup there. And of course we beat Georgia, and Miami just edged out Clemson, so going to be a few lower seeds in this semifinal as Texas and Penn State will face off on the other side of the bracket, and we're going to play our rivals Miami with their 10 seed. And we're going to get right into that game against Miami with their 91 overall and 13-2 record. And of course, like I said, we all know that they're our rivals, so a lot of bad blood between these teams, and we're looking forward to seeing how it plays out on the field. Miami starts the game with a 3-and-out on defense, so they're here on offense, and they're going to run it up the middle and get some gap to go through for 8 yards. Bubble screen, and it's going to be a broken tackle, and a block on Zach McGarrigle is going to spring him free, and we are finally going to bring him down with Cedric Stranad at the 3-yard line. So huge play for Miami on their first possession of this game. Big pass play sets them up at the 3-yard line. Fresh set of downs for Miami. And they are going to go with a run, and we are there to stop them up. Sean Leonhardt and Maurice Joy making the stop. 3rd down and goal, empty formation for Miami. Big play at the beginning of this game. And he's pointing out some things. He's going to drop back. We send a blitz, and it's going to get home as we get in there. Sean Leonhardt making some big plays as well as Emmanuel Darkwa joining him. And we are going to force Miami to take a field goal. Right down the middle of the field. Is this going to be a field goal? And it is going to be up and good. So Miami is going to take that early 3-0 lead on us with the help of that big pass play, but nice goal line stand by the defense to keep the damage to a minimum. And Byron Talib's going to throw a high ball to Alex Payne, but he pulls it down. Handoff up the middle. Theo Storm just explodes out of there, makes a nice cut, almost gets out of there, but they bring him down, but not before he gets past the 50. And it's going to be open for Dwayne Mentor. Almost called him Andre, but that is Dwayne Mentor getting us to the red zone. Couple runs get us 5 yards, and it's 3rd down and 5 for the Piranhas from the 15. Byron Talib is going to drop back, and he's going to fire one over the middle, but it's too much traffic, and it's just knocked down. Manuel Amador is going to come out here on the hash mark for this field goal. He's going to put it up, and he's got the angle right, and the Peteytown Piranhas will respond by tying up this ball game. Miami looking for something over the middle, and he catches that one as Benjamin Levine had good coverage, but an even better throw. Handoff, and he's going to be tripped around there, but he still manages to get some yards to the outside on a 9-yard gain. 3rd down and 1 for the Hurricanes, crowding the line in double mug, and they are going to drop back. We drop out of a blitz, and we are going to undercut that one with an interception by Maurice Joy, and he's going to get it inside their 30-yard line on the return. So we disguise that one a little bit, drop out of it, and he tried to do a quick hitter, but Maurice Joy, with that great awareness, just picked that one off. Byron throwing this one to the side, and Alex Payne is there, as he usually is, to make the catch. And it's another Theo Storm run, and he runs off the block there and gets it to the 2-yard line. From the 2, Byron Talib is going to take this one himself, and he has an easy pathway into the end zone, and the Peteytown Piranhas are going to go on top 10-3. So after our touchdown, the defense gets a 3 and out, and we're set up very nicely in field position. And Byron Talib's going to throw this one quickly on the slant for 5 to Dwayne Mentor. Off the RPO, it's going to be the bubble out there to Andre Dimukeji, who gets the 1st down. Byron Talib is going to throw the post off the RPO, and that's going to be a nice toss to Andre Dimukeji. Wide stack here for the Piranhas in the red zone. We're going to throw the slants out of it, and it's going to go off John McKillop's hands and into the waiting arms of the Miami Hurricanes, and they have a chance to bring this one all the way back for a touchdown. And Byron Talib hit him, but he can't get him down, and the Miami Hurricanes are going to flip the script entirely there, just trying to force one to John McKillop, who couldn't hold on, and Miami's going to take advantage of the tip drill, and they're going to tie up this ball game. After that unfortunate break on the tip drill, the Piranhas are on 3rd and 5. Byron Talib backs away from the pressure and gets it to Dwayne Mentor. A couple of runs only get us 3 yards, so it's 3rd and 7 here for the Peteytown Piranhas. Byron Talib is going to drop back, and he's going to throw one, and it's going to be Andre Dimukeji on the drag, getting us the 1st down. Alex Payne going to get a chance here, and he's going to get around the edge and turn it upfield, and it takes 2 guys to bring him down at the 36. The middle, Elijah Addison makes a nice cut away from the defense and gets it to the edge of the red zone. Byron Talib is scrambling, throwing it outside, and it's going to be caught, and a broken tackle by Dwayne Mentor as he makes a tough catch there. 1st down and goal from the 2-yard line for the Piranhas. It's going to be thrown out there to Dwayne Mentor, and it's only right that he gets it into this end zone. He's been making plays all game and on this drive, and he gets into the end zone, so we do recover after that really unfortunate tip drill, and we're going to go back up by 7. Here's a stretch, but it is a boot off of that. Nice little fake there, and he's going to find his man open on the sideline and get a nice chunk to the 50. And we are going to get it in for a sack, and it's bouncing around, and we are going to recover that. Oh my goodness, what a play by the Peteytown Piranhas on defense. That looks like Derek Burr on the fumble recovery. We'll see who forced it out. I think that was Garrison Temple on the sack, but a huge play by the defense. Yeah, it'll be Garrison on that strip sack, and they're setting us up very nicely on this one. Byron Talib throwing over the middle, and it's going to be caught on the slant nicely for the 1st down. Hand off Elijah Addison. Nice cut out of there to get it within 3rd and inches. At the 2-minute warning, it's 3rd down and inches for the Piranhas. Bunch to the right on this formation, sending Alex Payne out. And Byron is looking. He's going to wait patiently for Elijah Addison to get open, and he gets it all the way to the 5-yard line. Knocking on the door again are the Peteytown Piranhas. Byron Talib is looking for somebody, and he's going to find Andre Dimukeji, who just sat down in the middle of the end zone there, and he got it to him, and the Peteytown Piranhas will take full advantage of that strip sack by our defense to go up 24-10. Our defense starts with a stop to begin the second half, but our offense is on 3rd down and 6. And we are going to send Dwayne in motion. Byron Talib looking over the middle, and he found the window to fit it through to Andre Dimukeji. And over the middle, it's going to be Andre Dimukeji again off the RPO post. Inside the 30-yard line, the Piranhas are on a 3rd down and 5. Byron Talib is going to drop back. Over the middle, he's got Theo Storm wide open, and he's going to get it inside their red zone. 3rd down and 1 for the Peteytown Piranhas inside the 10-yard line. Byron is looking, and he can step up if he wants to. He will, and it is a wide open lane into the end zone for Byron Talib. Absolutely no one there for Miami's defense, and the Peteytown Piranhas are going to go up 31-10. Play action, Miami. He's going to throw to the side, and his man makes the catch. Here's a screen pass as their quarterback gets hit, and we hit him for a 5-yard loss. Nice play by Derek Burr. And it's going to be a little angle route to get him back to 3rd and 6. And they're going to drop back over the middle, and he's going to have just enough to keep the drive moving. Miami throwing this one over the middle, and it's going to be a nice strike from their quarterback to get the big play. 3rd down and 7 for Miami. They're going to play action, and he's going to throw it outside, but he overthrows his receiver. Setting up for a 55-yard field goal attempt. He's going to put this one up, and it is through the upright, so Miami is going to get something out of that drive. Still a 3-score game as it's 31-13, but they get a little bit closer. After their field goal, Miami gets a stop on us, so they're back out here on offense on 2nd down. And he's going to drop back, looking for somebody to spring free, and he will find a man in the flat for 9 yards. Up the middle, and it's going to be absolutely stuffed by Emmanuel Darkwa. 4th down and 3 for Miami. Got to go for it here. They're going to try a running play. Garrison Temple hits him, but he's dragged for the 1st down. 3rd down and 1. Miami's going with the draw, and that was the right play call there as we weren't prepared for it. Throwing it out to a man on a little out route there for 8 yards. Up the middle, their running back is going to get the space he needs again. Sending a blitz here, and they got a screen dialed up, which was the right call against us there. And they're going to get it all the way to the 20-yard line. Another screen, this time to their wide receiver, and he's going to battle his way for 9 yards. Bubble screen, their guy is going to get it, and he's going to get the 1st down easily. Miami over the middle. Their man is wide open in the middle of our defense, and he dives into the end zone. And the Miami Hurricanes are going to bring this game within 2 possessions. Onside kick attempt for Miami. He rolls it in, and we are going to get that one secured. Byron Talib coming out throwing, and he's going to throw an absolute laser to John McKillop. Miami gets us to 3rd down and 8. We force them to use 2 of their timeouts. And Byron Talib is going to drop back, and he is going to get sacked by Miami. So nice job by their pass rush, just forcing us into a fourth down situation. Manuel Amador coming out here to try to make it a 2-touchdown game. He's going to put this one up, and he will do just that as the Peteytown Piranhas will go up 34-20. And we are going to get in for the sack as they try that double play action again, as our man Ross is going to get in there. Throwing a strike to his receiver, and he's going to get that yardage back and more. 3rd down and 3 for Miami. And they're going to drop back. We send our 4-man rush. He's going to throw it out there, but just unbelievable physicality there. 4th down and 3. This is the game for Miami here. We're sending a big blitz. It doesn't get home, and that's going to lead to an open receiver for the Hurricanes. 3rd down and 9 for Miami. Dropping back, we send a blitz, and Maurice Joy is there to cover him. 4th down and 6 for the Hurricanes. Another situation where they need it. And he's going to drop back, throw a dart, and it is going to be caught in front of our defense, and he's going to get it all the way down to the 24. 3rd down and 3 for the Hurricanes. He is going to look for somebody to get open. He's going to find a man. He gets hit, but he breaks the tackle and gets the 1st down. Under a minute left. Miami trying to score this touchdown here. Throws it over the middle to his back again, and he gets it to the 5. Miami had a spike hit there on 2nd down, so it's 3rd down and 3, just under 40 seconds left in the game. He's going to drop back and try a screen, and we are going to make that play. Charlie Cahill out there making the big play. 4th down and 7 for Miami. They are going to look for somebody, throws a dart, and it is going to be knocked out by the Peteytown Piranhas, and that ought to do it in this one. They have no timeouts. And there's the QB kneel from Byron Talib, and he will not take it as the time just runs out. And we are going to finish off our 34-20 victory over the Miami Hurricanes, our rivals. And we are going to go back to the national championship game. This will be our 4th in a row, I believe. And we are trying to defend our title from last season. And I'm just proud of the Piranhas for how they've conducted themselves throughout this entire playoff run. Even after that big tip drill interception that they returned for a touchdown, our guys rebounded and just took over the game. And looking forward to how we perform in the national championship. Another game, another history-making effort from Alex Payne as he's now set the SEC single-season receptions record. Looking at our numbers against the Hurricanes, we had 406 yards of offense to their 360. While we had 96 yards on the ground with 2 touchdowns, while they only managed 16. Through the air, they actually managed to outgain us with 344 yards to our 310, and we were 6 of 11 on 3rd down, while they were 5 of 13. And we won the turnover battle in this one as they had 2, while we only had 1. Byron Talib with a pretty good game today, 310 yards and 2 touchdowns, and just a really unfortunate interception where it's just launched into the air and right into Miami's hands for the touchdown. So don't like the return for a touchdown, but just one of those freak plays. And then you had him sacked only once. Theo Storm was pretty effective on the ground today with 12 carries for 58 yards, while Byron Talib had 4 for 9 and 2 touchdowns. Dwayne Mentor was our leading receiver in this one with 10 catches, 79 yards, and a touchdown, while Alex Payne had 9 for 77, and Andre Dumukeji had 6 for 71 and a touchdown. Maurice Joy, just an absolute beast for our defense as he had 17 tackles today. Garrison Temple got in for 1.5 sacks, while Ross Moore got 1 sack. I don't know if I called him Ross during the game. I think I called him something else, but regardless, Ross Moore got a sack. Then you had half a sack each from Emmanuel Darkwa, Sean Leonhardt, and Charlie Cahill. And then Maurice Joy just added on to his huge day with 1 interception. Emmanuel Amador continued his great postseason with 2 of 2 on field goals with a long of 55. And would you look at that, the national championship will be a rematch of our previous game against Texas that we unfortunately lost, so we're going to get another chance at them here. So very nice job by the Piranhas in this episode, making their way through the playoffs, and very excited for next episode as we're going to get our rematch against Texas, this time for all the marbles in the national championship game. I'll see you guys in the next video.